Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It is coming to the end of the year and we are going to recap 2019.
We thought it'd be super fun just to kind of go through some of the things we've done, some of the bigger things. We won't go through everything. Some of the bigger things we've done and just kind of like recap. You just kind of do a lot throughout the year and then you kind of forget about it. So we thought it'd be kind of fun just to kind of go back through, take a look, and maybe give our comments on it.
Yeah, so we're just going to go through our Google Photos and this is just kind of our reaction to what we did.
All right, I guess we'll start way back.
Wow, we started the year with buying a house. It's been almost exactly a year. It was at the end of December, but I feel like I still lump our house in with like this year.
Yeah, I guess this doesn't really count for like this year, but technically it was so close to the end of December last year that I really feel like we moved in like January.
No, actually, wait. I think we moved in on January 1st. It was New Year's Day that we moved in.
That might be right.
Yeah.
Because
we closed at the end of December, but we were gone on our vacation. And then we came back and wanted to like paint a little bit. And then we like got the U-Haul and moved in on New Year's Day.
That's funny. So yeah, maybe
Yeah.
maybe that counts.
I think it counts.
We moved in at least.
Yeah.
Okay, that was funny. Then shortly after we moved in, there was like all that snow, remember? That was like
a huge snowstorm. That was like the most snow we've ever gotten in my life, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't remember ever having that much snow in Seattle.
No.
I think that might have been the most.
I feel like it was about a foot of snow.
Yeah, that was a lot of snow.
Oh yeah, and then we made that snowman.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was fun. We made a snowman right in our window, like...
Here's another measurement here. That looks like a foot right there.
Yeah, see?
A foot isn't that much. Oh, here's like 13 inches.
Yeah.
You know, but for us here, like, that's rare. Like, I know
so
some
rare.
places, like, a foot is, like, what you just get all the time. But for Seattle, that's, like, kind of really rare. And then we went to Disneyland on that trip.
Oh, yeah, that was February, I think.
Yeah, so that would have been right after all that happened.
That was for Asia's birthday.
That was fun. We all kind of went down and had a little fun time February. You know, I haven't been to Disneyland in a long time. Last thing we went to together was Disney World, right?
Yeah, we've been to Disney World, but Disneyland, I haven't been in years.
Yeah, so that was fun. I think there were some new rides there, like the...
You changed the Tower of Terror.
Yeah, Tower of Terror was new. I hadn't been on the cars. You'd been on the cars. That's not that new. So there's some fun things that we did there. That was fun. And then we did that like big trip back over to, where did we go? Over to Asia,
we went
remember?
to Taipei and China and Cambodia.
Mm-hmm. And that was for that like big project we were working on.
Yeah, so we did a big project for
a factory over there.
Yeah.
They were redoing their website and they needed a bunch of more content of just like their factory locations and like, you know, the people working in the factories and yeah, just some like the products they make. So we kind of went over there and kind of captured all that.
Yeah, that was a cool trip.
That was fun. Yeah, when was that? That was pretty early in the year.
I think it was really soon after, in February.
Oh, and then remember that like tree in our backyard fell down? Remember that?
And it was a really cute tree, so it was kind of sad that I think it was from the snowstorm that he didn't really survive.
Yeah, I think it totally fell over in the snowstorm. Oh, we went to Guatemala, I think. This is Guatemala, right?
Yeah, it must be Guatemala. I think in April we went to Guatemala, yeah.
Yeah.
So we went with medical teams, and Blake's parents were going, and it sounded like some of the other people who had like signed up for this trip had dropped out, and so medical teams had invited us to come and take photos and video for them, and that was really cool. So
yeah,
we all built like 20-something latrines in these different villages out there, and
yeah, we got to do that, kind of go to this remote village in the hills, which is super cool.
It was so remote.
It was super remote. A lot of bumpy roads.
Those roads I've never experienced something like that. It was like driving on a hiking trail or something.
Yeah. It was, I mean, you're four-wheeling. Like, that's no joke. You know, we always try to find ways where we can, like, give back, too. Like, if we can go and take photos and that helps other people to, you know, do what they need to do, like, that's a great place for us to, like, a way for us to give back.
Yeah, afterwards we got to go to Antigua for, like, a day or so. And that was cool. Super
cool. Has like the volcanoes, super ancient city. Loved it.
Yeah, colorful, like, really beautiful.
Let's see what else.
You have so many like plain wing photos.
I know. A lot of them are repeats here, but yeah. Oh, and then we went to New Mexico. That was for that photo shoot. That's why there's so many wing photos here. Is like looping into the same.
Yeah, we had a photo shoot in New Mexico
Mm-hmm.
for one of our clients, and our friend Daniel usually goes with us. So
Yeah,
it's always
that
fun.
was super fun. Yeah, so we just kind of went around New Mexico, got to go to some of the monuments,
Shot with lots of different people.
shot with a lot of different people. And yeah, it was super fun. We were in
Santa Fe,
Santa
and then
Fe.
we went down to the White Sands Monument,
mhm.
which is like all just like white sand.
Yeah,
I get
it's
it's called white
stark
sand,
white.
but it's really cool.
Super cool. Yeah, it's all these white sand dunes. Supposedly you can like sled down them. We borrowed some sleds from the hotel we were staying at just to like try it. But like, I don't
We
know.
couldn't
Like,
get it to work.
I mean, it worked okay. It just like
Yeah.
wasn't like,
We thought it'd be like a cool picture, like for our client, but I feel like it wasn't like good.
wasn't like something that really worked
Yeah.
out. Like you kind of just
We test out concepts, and some work, some don't.
some
This was maybe
some
a flop.
don't. That didn't really work out that well. And then I think we got back and it was like what
May-ish,
May
or
or when did we start working on the house?
Yeah, end of May.
End of May. So our big project this year was to like repaint our house. But before we repainted, we needed to replace a lot of the things on the outside, like some of the window trim. I don't think casing's the right
Is it
word.
wrong?
But like the window trims, like the wood around the windows, and some of the siding pieces were just not in the best condition. So we needed to replace those before we can put paint on. And then we had to scrape, and we tore down that little
Wow.
side shed.
Yeah, we had this side shed that it was kind of a cool concept. Like it made the deck like enclosed, and like they must have built it quite a while back, but it was like just a wall, and then like the other walls were just like the fence. And like it was like a potting shed, and they left like I would say at least 100 pots in there.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot.
But
of
it was
pottery in there.
also like a rat infested scenario.
Yeah.
So when we crashed it down, like
there was
we've had a lot of rats.
There was maybe like I don't know. We probably saw like 5 rats.
Yeah. They just started
And-
like scurrying out.
And granted,
So
like if
bad.
you don't have a place for the rats to live, like that's way better. Obviously, that was just like the perfect ideal home for them, and it was just not kept up and cleaned. We didn't personally want it, so we tore it down. But yeah, that was like, oh my gosh, we saw those rats run around. So yeah, we were working on our house, replacing trim, which took forever. Finding a paint color was impossible. Maybe we are super picky. Not maybe, we are picky. We're just particular with our colors. So we ended up, we ended up not even finding a color. We ended up just like mixing 2 colors like together, like at home, and like took it in, and they scanned that color because we were just that unsure. Like we couldn't even pick a color they had because it wasn't quite right.
And it was like we just wanted it to like work with like the neighborhood. Like 2 other people had just done like dark gray. Like I feel like we would have just done like a dark nice gray, but like we can't have like matching houses.
So we ended up kind of with this like, some people think it's more green than it is blue. Some people think it's more blue than it is green. I think it's blue.
Yeah, it's pretty much just blue.
It's blue. But other things were just like yard work. I mean, we did a lot of yard work in the summer. Like that was just like what we did. I was trying to regrow grass at a certain point in the summer. It looked really good. But now that it's winter again, I'm a little upset because the grass looks bad. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing stuff here. Then we kind of hung out with family. You know, when it's sunny here, there's a lot of things you can do, like go to the coast. We went to the coast with your family, which was super fun. We shot a few weddings, had a few photo shoots. And then, yeah, as it gets colder here in the fall, we do a lot of that. It's more inside. All those things that we did, like a pumpkin patch, and like just kind of enjoying like the different seasons, like fall and like the pretty colors, and making like festive like cakes and like pumpkin muffins and stuff like that. So we really spent the last half a year or quarter of the year just working on indoor projects, like redoing our office, and just kind of enjoying like baking. Yeah, just more inside stuff. Like, I mean, even now, Christmas time, like having the tree and you know, enjoying our plants and, you know, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's been a blur, I feel like.
I mean, every year is kind of like you get to the end of the year and you're like, it's been a blur. I can't even remember.
But just I feel like the last few months. Actually.
The last few months have been definitely like all blurred together. So.
Like really good. Just like I feel like we were just in October, but now like we're like it's the end of the year.
There it is, and that's it.
So we hope that gives you an insight into our year. It was a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
I thought 2019 had a lot of different things, and we hope you had a good year as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next year.